the old small town, it's alright. Go to a small town, it's alright. Go to a small town, it's alright. Go to a small town, it's alright. We're gonna take you in on the river north from Alabama line. Let the colors fly, come on, little town.
Welcome to Small Town Riot Uncensored, your uncensored look into the lives of Mark Dean and Nick Flagstar on the internet.
Yeah, uncensored as in we're going to talk about a whole bunch of
Mostly dicks.
And
We found something out when we started the show. When you Google gay statue, it's just a statue of King David. Just a statue of David. I'm like, Michelangelo, right? Did that?
Yeah.
That's not gay. It's just a guy. It's just a naked guy.
And to be honest, I was only searching that because I was looking for something like really flamboyant.
Yeah, we wanted a gay statue.
Yes.
We did not get a gay statue. We just got
But if you
a
hit
nude
images,
statue.
Very first. No, actually this time
There we go.
we got a completely different set of
statues. How did that happen?
That one looks kind of gay, actually.
That's,
Whoa.
I mean, that's not
That's
gay as much as that's just some extreme levels of masturbation.
Oh, wait. Why am I on an Etsy page now?
Well, you know, I like the one where he's just hugging a big weenus. Look at that.
It's very vulgar.
Can we show that?
What?
See that one there?
Which one?
That one.
Oh god.
It's curvy.
Oh god. Oh
Oh,
god.
like the flowers blooming out of the butt touch, like bloop, 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 bloop.
You know, maybe this isn't what we.
All right, so let's start.
Let's
Let's
go
start
back.
over. Let's
Let's go
start
back.
over. Okay.
Because
We don't need to just start Googling things.
yeah, that's gonna get us in a lot of trouble.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about a few things that we're interested in, things that we can't do on the radio show on 103.1 The Shark, because you know there's laws about.
Wait, what?
Like we couldn't have shown you the gay statue pictures, although you couldn't have seen them anyway because it's a radio show. But
we
we probably couldn't even really talk about it.
We wouldn't have not talked about it though.
We would have talked about it, but not, not as in depth. Anyway.
Oh, I feel
So what did
I'm
you?
already gonna be banned from
So
YouTube.
Mark Dean said he was going to make a list of things to talk about, and I haven't asked him yet, but I have 100% feeling that he did not, in fact, do that.
What will give you that?
What I think he did was smoke some dope and watched My 600-Pound Life until I got here.
That's not entirely true. It's not entirely true.
What'd you do?
First off, I did heroin.
That's not true.
Second off,
What is true is when I got here, Egon, the dog, tried to eat another dog's poop.
you did little
I saw it.
shithead.
I saw it.
He was just like,
He did what dogs do.
tasty treat.
All
I
right.
yelled at him and he gave me this. What the fuck is wrong with you? Look.
Yeah, it was like a mutual "what the fuck is wrong with you" look. Like you guys both gave
He
each
was
other.
like, it's a piece of shit.
He
Come
was like, "It's
on.
full of dog food."
No, it's
All right.
delicious.
So enough about our personal lives. I did bring a list of stuff to talk about.
But what really gave it away? Was it the?
It was the lack of preparation.
Was it like that I promised a new studio?
He was like, come over at. He said, come over at 7:15 because you always come early, and I know you'll come at 7 if I say 7:15. Well, I came at 7:15 anyway to prove him wrong, and he wasn't ready. So,
Well,
what are you gonna do?
I got home. I fiddled with the 3D printer for a minute.
Which we're gonna get to talk. We're gonna talk. That's one thing we're gonna talk about. Again, but we'll see. We'll see.
Then
We've talked about it before, but I wanted to talk about it some more.
We talked about it on radio. Then I frantically cleaned the bedroom, so the disgusting mess that you see before you right now
It's less than it was before.
is significantly
That's good to know.
less than it was. Then I had to take a poop.
So one thing. Oh well, poop does take some time.
Pooping takes time.
Wait. That was a dog's poop that Eggy was gonna eat earlier, right? Not.
No, mine are huge.
Okay.
You would know.
That's true. I'm sure. So
Yeah.
one thing we were gonna talk
got to-
about is there was a big announcement.
I was just say I used to get harassed at work all the time because I would poop exactly when I showed up,
Yeah.
and then Kevin and Woofy would just be like, "It smells so bad. What is it? An elephant shit?"
You should have told them. Boss makes $1. I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
Word.
Right? So anyway, there was a big announcement this week in our local area about Pensacon.
Pensacon.
And Mark's mad at me because I got to know the secret before everyone else, and I actually keep those secrets.
He didn't know shit, first off.
I actually keep those secrets.
Things, like, I knew a month before, son.
So Weird Al is coming.
Like, I knew before you knew.
Weird Al is coming to Pensacon. I'm extremely excited. I know that Mark is too because we're dorks, and he's our king.
I've already seen him once. I've seen him once at Pensacon. No, in Pensacola.
Oh, like in concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He killed his whole band.
This is gonna be.
It was epic.
This is gonna be personal appearance, like autographs, pictures. He's doing a panel.
I'm gonna cry.
Which I'm looking so forward to the panel. It's gonna be, he'll take questions and all that stuff. Weird Al's a huge influence on like me personally and what I do with music. Like I do a lot of our stuff is funny on purpose. Like bands that have a sense of humor is like one of those things. Weird Al's the king of that, obviously. What do we got? Are we gonna have to pay for this now because it's got an apple on it?
Muted.
God, please keep it muted. That is not Weird Al, by the way. that is Jason Momoa. So that's White and Nerdy that we've just pulled up here. That's a spoof on the song "Riding Dirty."
I can't wait to see him.
You guys know what Weird Al is. You know who Weird Al is. He's like one of the most famous people on the planet, probably, to be honed. But we're very excited about that. But another thing I'm excited about this year with Pensacon is that I have applied for a panel. The entertainment director over there asked me if I'd like to do a panel and if I had any ideas for one. And I shot him a couple ideas, and the one that he liked was horror movie or horror influenced music. So the reason I play Pensacon is because I have a whole slew of songs about horror movies, and they have horror actors and horror directors, and they do panels about horror movies and stuff. So that's why we come and play, is because we're part of that scene.
Any of these people horror people? Horror.
I can't really see them well enough to tell, but
are you going blind?
I mean, I'm a little bit nearsighted anyway.
Weird Al Yankovic looks like a cartoon right there.
He doesn't age, dude. He's like immortal.
Yes, he is. Jonah Ray's pretty cool.
But anyway, that's incredible, yeah. So that's Mystery Science Theater. So that's kind of part of what we do, too, because we did the theme for Nightmare Theater, which is a horror host show. Mystery Science Theater is very much along the same lines. They show bad movies on purpose, make fun of them, and that's what Mike and the boys do. So the panel that I'm going to do, hopefully, fingers crossed, I mean, it's not set in stone yet, but is going to be about the history of that, the evolution of music that's influenced by horror literature and horror movies, and pop culture influenced by horror and stuff like that. So I'll let you all know the times and the dates of all that, and I'll have Mark be my plant this time. He was all upset because I got to be a plant at a panel one time.
You're going to put me in the crowd
so
again?
I'll make you a plant this time.
Should I go ahead and buy my tickets now online, because I know you're not going to hook me up?
I don't have extra tickets to give out.
That's exactly what I thought I was going to hear.
Unfortunately. But, I mean, you should apply for your press pass anyway.
I'm not allowed to apply for that.
Why?
Because it's supposed to go through the promotions director.
Oh.
And we currently
don't have one.
Have a promotions director.
Well, then I feel like you can do it.
I might just
try. I mean,
So Star Trek's going to be there apparently. Harry Potter, and some fishes
at the Fish House. So one thing, if you've never done Pensacon before, it's going to kind of turn into an advertisement for Pensacon. But what the hell?
You did it.
It takes over the whole town. All the restaurants and bars have Pensacon themed stuff. So there's like a Harry Potter party over here. There's a Star Trek party over there. Whatever it is,
Who? Horror?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's from all kinds.
Eric Walker?
No.
Big head Alum family guy.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, he was on X-Files.
What about the Dune lady?
Yeah, that's Dune.
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, Wilford
but-
Brimley is going to be there, too.
Are you going to ask him?
William
if he had
Catt, the
diabetes?
greatest American hero, is going to be there. I'm not going to be the one that asked the diabetes
Nah,
question.
Brady.
You know why I'm not? Because I used up that mojo when we played with Blue Oyster Cult, and while they were doing Don't Fear the Reaper, they have a specific cowbell guy, and he sits in the back in a chair in front of a microphone with a cowbell. And since we opened up, we were backstage partying with him and all that stuff. And so, like, I came from backstage while he was doing it, and I whispered in his ear, like, I need more. And he was like, someone does that every night. he laughed about it, though, so I feel like it wasn't that bad.
You know, like
But I'm not going to be the diabetes.
I know that guy. Like I know how that feels.
Right.
Because there are things people say to me all the time that drive me up the wall, but like, I think at this point we just enjoy annoying them with it. Is that what it is?
Right. I mean, that guy isn't actually like a musical member of that band. Oh, also DDP's gonna be there, dude.
Who's DDP?
Diamond Dallas Page.
It's me.
So,
Hey, that one guy.
oh, Deep
from-
Roy is also gonna
that
be
guy,
there,
That guy from Star Wars is gonna be there.
and I know Deep pretty well. He's good friends with Jim Decker.
Ooh, look.
Yeah, Richard Karn's gonna be there.
What was his name?
Al from
Al.
Tool Time,
Yeah, and
which
Tool
was the
Time.
fake show that was inside Home Improvement, the show.
And then, the
But anyway, Deep-
Terminator, Michael.
Deep Roy was he was in the Willy Wonka remake. They had the one Oompa Loompa that
Yeah,
they
I know,
copied.
I know.
Yeah.
I hated that.
I didn't like that either, but he was also in X-Files. He was one of the X-Files monsters. He was the guy that lived lived inside the bellies of the other freaks in the freak show and then would climb
I
out.
haven't seen that, but
Yeah, I love
mean,
Deep.
the only thing like I'm just kind of a jerk when I see him. I just like look at him like
Oompa.
I'm just like wow.
Yeah. But
I feel like I'm like enjoying a freak show when I'm.
but what's cool about here's a cool fun fact. You don't have your buttons here, so you can't hit me with a fun fact about underwear.
in
But
fact, I got underwears on that are ladies.
So, Deep is managed by another little. So Deep Roy, if you don't know, is a little person. He's like a proportionate dwarf, whatever they call it. He's managed by this guy Jimmy Decker, and Jimmy Decker knows everybody.
Is Jimmy Decker this guy?
No. He's not a celebrity per se. Everybody loves Jimmy though. He is also a little person, but I use that term loosely with him because he's actually like a big guy. He has dwarfism, but he outweighs me probably. He's a big tough dude, but he just happens to be a dwarf. But he manages a bunch of really cool people. He manages a bunch of wrestlers. Honky Tonk Man, Greg the Hammer Valentine. He does Deep Roy. He manages a bunch of celebrities. He did what was his Mini-Me? He was Mini-Me's manager. Jimmy Decker's awesome. Why
can't I remember his name?
He comes to Vern Troyer. Yeah, he comes to Pensacon every year, and he always watches our music. He's a big rock and roll fan too. He's also friends with Dead Dick Hammer, a musician of mine from Kentucky. Jimmy Decker.
Jimmy Decker.
This manager guy. And he proceeds to get absolutely wasted with us. Like, he gets tore up from the floor up, and then runs around Pensacon, and he knows all the celebs, and everybody loves him, so he can get away with anything. It's great. It's like Jackass. He's kind of like
the Jeffrey Epstein of.
No. He's more like the Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
It's like it's not way past the line, but it's like right there.
I was going to say Jeffrey gets away with it. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. You know, they arrested two prison guards.
I was so excited to read that. I wonder how soon it will be until they feel sorrowful and commit suicide.
That's such a good point. Like, now it's the countdown to when they're like suicided or whatever, right? Yeah.
Because I mean,
It's funny.
they're going to ask him a bunch of questions, and those are going to lead to some uncomfortable answers.
So I don't know if you guys noticed our new desk here. We got a brand new desk.
Well, just for this week, because
And,
I was supposed to make one, but
this is our friend. We're not gonna rip off Nightmare Theater. Their werewolf is named Mittens, but ours is gonna be named. What should we name our werewolf? Spot. You like that?
No.
No.
What about
Shouldn't have asked you.
I don't know. Help me.
I don't know, man. I did. You didn't like my Billy Zane is going to be at Pensacon this year.
Billy Zaneth?
So, in addition to Pensacon this year, by the way, there's another big thing going on. I know I touched on it a little in the episode 1, but there's this huge comedy festival that's taking place in Pensacola this year. Similar to Pensacon in that it's going to take up all of downtown. There's going to be a bunch of different venues doing a bunch of different stuff connected to it. But there was also a big announcement for that this week, which is that Gilbert Gottfried is going to be our headlining comedian on that. Also, Ashy Larry from Chappelle's Show.
He's pretty good.
And also Orny Anderson. And I don't know if you know who Orny is, but he was on that. Did you ever see that documentary that Seinfeld did a couple years ago about young comedians and old comedians?
No.
He was the young comedian that they followed in that. He's really fun. He's a Seinfeld type. He's a topical comedian. Really great, though. And then the other thing that's headlining is our Evil Dead the Musical thing, which you were asking me about Evil Dead last episode.
I don't understand.
Right.
Like, I get confused.
Right. So aside from the confusingness of the movies, the musical is, we boil all 3 of the movies, and it's something that's been done all over the country. It started in Toronto like 15 years ago, and there's been a bunch of different productions of it. But the Pensacola production is unique in that we have a splatter zone where you get like covered in blood in the first 4 rows, like a Gallagher type show. We sell you like a poncho to come in with the logos on it and stuff, and you get splattered in blood. There's also like audio visual effects, and then I'm in the live band. Me and Jeff we lead the live band.
Do you donate the blood?
No, I mean it's stage blood.
I was hoping they would.
But there's like a puppet.
There's drain you every.
There's
night.
a moose puppet that's very similar to like Country Bear Jamboree style puppetry going on. An evil moose head.
An evil jamboree style.
Yeah,
puppetry?
yeah. It's awesome. And it's that's part of the comedy festival this time around.
Okay, so who's?
But we take
there?
anyway.
Who's going to be there besides those 2 that you're not allowed to talk about?
That's it. That's the announcement.
Oh, you're not. Oh,
it says 3 headlining comedians.
So you're not going to tell me?
Evil Dead the Musical.
I'll keep it a secret.
Improbable Cause Mystery Theater is doing mystery theater stuff. Improbable Cause, which is the improv troupe connected to Improbable Cause. They're doing improv shows, and then Kitty Get a Job is a sketch comedy troupe that's out of Pensacola that's really taken off and making strides. Kitty Get a Job is doing great. They're going to be there as a big part of the comedy festival as well. But what Evil Dead is, to explain it to you a little, since you were like asking about Evil Dead, what the musical does is we boil all 3 of the main movies, Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3, into a storyline, and then we add music, and they sing along, and they break out into song about like killing, deadites, and the demons and what's going on. So it's like a Broadway musical, but it's Evil Dead story. It's pretty crazy, if that makes sense.
I thought we were talking about comedians.
Well, you can pull up comedians. We there are no surprises though, just so you know. I'm just giving away all the people that are going to be there. Tickets for that are on sale already too. They just went on sale Wednesday of this week.
So where do you get all the blood?
We make it.
Out of corn syrup?
No, we use a water-based so that it doesn't stain everybody's stuff as bad. But our special effects department is amazing. Lemmy Cruz is also who is Mittens on Nightmare Theater. Mittens the werewolf. Without the mask, he's Lemmy Cruz, and he is a special effects artist. He makes the masks for the Deadites, and they're amazing. Then we have a special effects department that has made all the puppetry, the sets. Robert Archer makes incredible movable special effects, TVs that come on and flicker and moving things. He also plays Ash's hand in the scene where his hand gets cut off and is like running around flicking off people and attacking people and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That werewolf over there does scare me.
Yeah, I like him, dude. He's like my little buddy. I'm gonna scratch his ear.
I'm gonna get rid of him.
Don't get rid of my werewolf.
I'm gonna get rid of him.
Get rid of your proton pack. You can barely see
I'm
back
gonna get rid of him.
How about you get rid of your fountains?
Nope.
Dang it. Thanks. So anyway,
Uh-oh.
we got a JP sighting.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Sorry, gotta write. The JP.
This is the part of the show where you watch Mark text.
Hey, watch me text. You know what? I like that part of the show. So let's also have another part of the show. Watch Mark play a video game.
That's a different show. That's called Game Fool.
Hmm?
And you can tune in to that on Game Fool. It's got its own channel on, what are all your services? What do you use?
What? Huh?
What are all your services that you...
I
Game
just
Fool
do
on.
at Game Fool online.
Okay.
On Periscope, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and there's another one I can't remember. Twitch, no.
So if I ever
Mixer.
So have I ever explained to you the Plug Uglies?
What the hell is the Plug Uglies? Oh, it's a gang.
Well, it's not a gang. It's a club. It's a music club. It's a crew, so to speak.
Jamal brought it up to me.
So, Plug Uglies is a crew that got started in Georgia back like 4 or 5 years ago now. I was like one of the original members of it. We're still together. We do these big music festivals. We do a couple big music festivals every year, and we got chapters in like a bunch of towns around the South. Each chapter's got anywhere between 7 to some chapters have like up to 20 members or whatever. Anyway, mostly it's just like reason to get together, hang out, go to shows, bring bands to town. Quite often get really, really drunk, just whatever stuff. It's much like a lodge. It's like the punk rock Moose Lodge.
So is there a punk rock drunken fest coming soon?
Nope, we just did one. That's where I was a couple weeks ago when I went up to Georgia. But it's been going for a long time now. We got a lot of really great debaucherous drunken stories, and I was gonna share one with you.
Ooh.
One or two.
One or two debaucherous stories.
So, you've heard me talk about Alan Nasty on the radio show a lot of times because he was the lead singer of 213, who passed away. He was also one of our founding Plug Ugly members. So there's this really legendary story. Scars and Stripes was playing a show in Pensacola with some touring bands from Georgia. And Alan Nasty followed one of the Georgia bands down on his motorcycle. So he made this long motorcycle ride all the way from Columbus, Georgia, right? On the way, apparently he got some amount of swamp ass. So he took his bandana off his head and butt flossed it for the ride down.
What, could he not pull over to the side of the road?
Well, he could pull over, but once you got the swamp ass, things start to hurt and get sweaty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Use your underwear.
He had to go man pawn. On it.
I mean, you shove the boxers up into your crack. You give it.
I don't think he was wearing any. I don't think he was wearing
no
any.
boxers.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So he bandanas it up. So that's the first part of the story.
I would not take my headpiece and put it in my butt.
So when he gets there, he throws that bandana. That's gone. He throws that thing away.
Poor bandana.
So as the night proceeds to go on, Nasty's
Hero.
And you heard us talking about the butt bandana, and he decided to
like
let one rip.
That poor guy on CNN.
The pit bull just pooped.
Or no, that was
No, he didn't poop.
NSP.
He just
farted.
He just farted.
It was
So
bad.
anyway, dog farts. That's going to be a whole topic. So anyway, Alan Nasty gets there. The night goes on. We're all getting really drunk. It's a fun time. We're having a really good time. During the opening band set, the bartender drops a bottle of Jägermeister on the ground just next to the bar. Alan Nasty sees her grab a towel and start to clean it up, and he's like, wait, don't let all that go to waste. So he sops up the Jaeger with the towel.
I don't want to hear the
And
rest.
then wrings it out, right? And gets basically this whole bottle of Jaeger down his gullet through the towel, right?
Oh.
So then he's wasted, and he's having a good time. Scars and Stripes goes on, and they come up with the idea that they want to see Alan Nasty take a shot from between the butt cheeks of the hairiest man that we all know. We call him the Wolf Man. He's so hairy. He's Middle Eastern guy, musician, guitar player we know, and he is the hairiest man I've ever met, okay? So Dustin and the boys in Scars get the idea that we're going to do an ass luge down the ass crack of Wolfman.
I wouldn't be down for this
Wow.
as Wolfman.
While Alan, I know, he was the one that was the most concerned. Nasty was all for it. Wolfman was I don't
first
want to
off,
drink through my
I don't
butt.
want my friend down there trying to catch anything.
So he's down there, and they pour the drink through. He takes it.
Oh.
The cherry in the drink gets stuck, gets lodged in the hair. And Alan Nasty can tooths it out. And at that moment, there's video being taken at this event. By the way, you can look this video up. I'll find a link, and we'll drop a link somewhere in the comments or something. I don't know how you're gonna find it right now, but it's there. It's on YouTube somewhere. We'll give it a shot. Whoever was filming was standing right next to me, and you can hear me dry heave when the cherry happens. You can hear me like almost lose it. That's Alan Nasty getting his knuckles sewed up after we got in a big brawl in Crestview. Yeah. We got in this big fight at this place called DJ's Basement.
I'm not showing that.
Where we like beat this guy up. He deserved it. He started it, but yeah, he got his knuckles all busted open.
Showing those busted knuckles. That's gross.
Yeah, we'll try to find that link later and give it to you about the butt luge. I don't know if we can show that either, to be honest, but I'm sure we can. It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Has it been removed from YouTube?
I guess that's possible, but there's also all these cool videos of all of us like spreading Alan's ashes all over. That's Mikey from Scars and Stripes, and he was in London, and he spread. Yeah, let's show this one. So that's Mikey Livid, Mikey Noshel from Scars and Stripes. He went to London and he took a little bag of Alan Nasty's ashes with him.
How dare he go to my land?
And
that Noshel.
put him in the Thames. So that's pretty cool, right?
I'll put him in there.
I took him to St. Augustine, and I put him in the bay in St. Augustine. People have taken him all over the world. I mean, his ashes have been spread all over the world.
That's pretty crazy.
He was a crazy guy, man, and like a really fun guy. And great stories about that dude. But the ass luge is one of the better ones, man.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to spell luge.
Yeah. But anyway, thought that was a good story. We have a million of them. Our little crew gets into some pretty fun stuff. It might be a Scars and Stripes video. Look up Scars and Stripes. It might have been one of them taking the vid.
Put this behind us while we talk.
That's awkward. There I am playing music while we talk. One of our monitors is kind of weird. Sorry.
It's the cable.
Yeah.
It needs to be replaced.
So what have you been thinking about this week, Mark?
3D printer.
3D printer.
Pretty much been my entire existence this week.
Okay, so he's throwing off the timeline. He's got me confused. Like have we already had Jason J. Peterson in when we showed this episode?
Okay, so this one I'm thinking about
making this episode 2 and putting Jay on 3.
Okay, so like on this one, I'm thinking about Christmas.
Okay, so I got thoughts on Christmas.
Do you?
You want to get into this?
Have you finished your Christmas shopping?
No, I haven't started my Christmas shopping because it isn't even Thanksgiving yet.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving is almost here. Black Friday is right after.
All right, we're going to do this. All right, people. I keep hearing about a war on Christmas. And the fact is, if there's a war on Christmas, it's been winning for a long, long time. It invaded New Year's a long time ago.
What, Christmas invaded?
Christmas invaded New Year's and took it over Napoleon style a long time ago.
What are you rambling on about?
And if it's Napoleon when it took New Year's, it's downright Hitler what it's done to Thanksgiving. It is almost completely annihilated Thanksgiving to the point where 4 houses down from me, the day after Halloween, some dude took his Halloween decorations down and put his Christmas decorations up on November 1st.
But Hitler level?
If it's an invading force, I'm not saying it's killing the Jews or anything.
Yeah,
it definitely kills. It's definitely trying to kill Hanukkah.
Little eviler.
Yeah, I'm not talking about evil.
Then Christmas just
getting
a little freaky.
You're misunderstanding
with the turkeys.
You're misunderstanding my metaphor.
By the way, who eats lobster
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
My family does surf and turf every year.
Really?
Yeah, we do either prime rib and shrimp, or we'll do like steaks and lobster, whatever. Or we don't really do lobster. We're not rich, but like, you know, we'll do like crawfish or shrimp, and then like a meat like prime rib or steak or whatever. We do surf and turf. That's our tradition. My pop's always done it that way.
Well,
my grandma used to do like the regular old Thanksgiving type Thanksgiving, but
let's go ahead and.
My pop does the surf and turf.
Hey, let's do surf and turf this year for Thanksgiving, because fucking turkeys.
Who you messaging?
I just sent that to my whole family.
Oh. Well, it's good. It's good. Yeah, we like it. We like it. It makes us happy. My pop does beer boil shrimp. He's real good at it.
I mean, I'm so done with every year we have to eat the turkey.
Right.
And it's never the best turkey.
It's always a little dry.
There's always something wrong.
You know what I do like? You know what I like best about the traditional Thanksgiving? My very favorite thing about the traditional Thanksgiving are those sandwiches you make like for a week after with the turkey and mayo.
Yes.
On white bread. Those like white bread, turkey, mayo, Thanksgiving turkey leftover sandwiches with like, or maybe you have like stuffing left over and you put that on the sandwich. The leftover sandwich is where it's at for Thanksgiving, I think. Ooh, look how high I jump right here. Watch this.
Wait. Do you hurt your ankle? Look at those shoes.
Bam.
Those are punk rocking shoes right there.
Thanks, dude.
No, it was an insult.
How?
No.
Oh, no. Why did it sneak Disney on us? We can't afford that shit, man.
No. I just canceled my HBO membership.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, there's us playing at Pensacon. Here, put that one up. That's Pensacon. So Pensacon looks like this. This is when my band got to play in the Bay Center. Like, I saw my first concert at the Bay Center. I saw Poison there in 1987 when I was in 3rd grade. And then 30 years later, my band got to play there.
This is still the Civic Center to me.
Well, yeah, it's to me too. But it's this, Pensacola Civic Center. They call it the Bay Center now. But
it's supposed to call
but how cool is that? Look at us playing in the Civic Center, dude.
Look at Jeff go do.
I'm not even gonna pretend I'm not real proud of that day.
Hey, can I pretend? Here. I'm Nick Flagstar singing my song. I'm in Bayfront and I'm doing real well.
That's we're doing bodies there.
I'm chilling by the TARDIS.
Yeah, man.
TARDIS.
That's El Sapo de Tempesto. That's one of the hosts of Nightmare Theater right there. There's what's her name? Kimmy. Yeah. There's Kimmy and her daughter over there. You're a loyal fan.
My loyal fan.
She's a loyal fan of both of ours.
Aww. Hey, Kimmy.
Hi, Kimmy, if you're watching.
Hi, Kimmy.
That hand there, I think, is my friend Rachel from Mississippi. They're longtime friends. They were right on they own a comic book store called 5 Alarm Comics over in Ocean Springs. And they were like one of the first things ever to get booked on Pensacon. I think they've been working with Pensacon since like ground level. But I've known them for probably 20 years. They used to book us. They've been booking my band in Mississippi for 15 years, something like that.
Now, is there going to be any famous vehicles that you can tell us going to be there?
I don't know. You might know. Is Ecto 1 supposed to be there again?
Well, that was an Ecto 1, to be honest.
It wasn't?
Well, I mean, it was somebody's interpretation.
Oh, it was a reproduction. Christine, the actual Christine has been at Pensacon a number of times. I don't know if it's coming back. Probably, though.
I'd love to see an actual Back to the Future DeLorean there.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Seniors try VR.
Find a Scars and Stripes video to put on the back while we're chatting. It may have been on their channel, actually. The Alan Nasty thing might be... What are you... Oh, Abusements have great music videos. Their videos are hilarious.
I don't know. How many does Scars and Stripes have?
They have one... They have like 2 actually like made video. I'm in one of their music videos. But I just meant a live video or something or whatever. But I'm almost sure that it's on the Scars and Stripes YouTube channel, that Alan Nasty video we were talking about earlier.
Alan Nasty.
Look how high quality the Abusements videos are, though, man.
Yeah, they are.
Right?
It's like they have either somebody that knows what they're doing or somebody has money to pay to somebody that knows what they're doing.
I think the guy is Todd's just real smart with his money, and he puts a lot into his art, and he invests in it, you know? It matters to him, so he just invests in it.
Yeah, I do that too, and then I get sidetracked, and then I screw it all up.
Yeah, he's not like some dope head like you are.
Not a dope head.
He might be. I don't know.
You make it sound like I'm a heroin addict.
No, I don't mean dope. I mean dope.
I mean, dope is now the term for heroin.
You're a dope.
Yeah.
I'll just stick to my vodka and sparkling waters.
That's probably actually what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good God.
It most definitely is what this actually is.
I don't touch that stuff.
It's the same bottle I had last week, though. I had it half full of the sparkling water, and I filled it the rest of the way with vodka.
Do you do
and
that?
I drank it for the show last week, and then I just put it in the fridge and kept it for this week.
Actually, perfect example. I have one cup. You have yours.
I do a cup a week. Yeah, like I just keep refilling my cup.
Yeah, I just refill it.
That's too many dishes to keep getting another cup.
I just wash it out, and I'm like, you know what?
I rinse it out and put my new stuff in it. Unless I'm having something classy, I do have like a nice set of low balls, like crystal low balls. Like those. That's so weird. I just said low ball, and then they showed it.
But
did you see what just happened?
No, I missed it.
Look, I said low ball, and then they... Wow, that was weird. Anyway, I have a nice set of low balls, and I will use a new one of those when I'm drinking scotch. I like scotch and water, so I'm drinking that. How crazy is it that I said that word and then it popped up on the screen?
What is the low balls?
I feel like the Fonzie, the short glass,
that's
short liquor
it's
glass. It's called a low. It's a low ball and a high ball.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're tall. You know what's real weird? I was watching. I
literally thought you meant low balls.
Of course you did, because you're a dope head.
No, because I've never fucking learned what a goddamn. You're really mean tonight, drunk.
You drunk.
You fucking drunk.
You alcoholic. So, I'm just playing. You brought it up. I was just playing into your shit. But
fucking lies is what he's spreading.
Yeah, dude.
Lies.
So
it's funny how that showed up.
So, so I was watching Ocean's 11, the old Ocean's 11 with Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, like the real one, and everybody always envisions those guys with the little lowball glass, right, full of scotch, singing songs, swagger. But in that movie, I
always wonder, why do they have those stupid little cups?
They drank through highballs that whole movie, like highball glasses everywhere they went in that movie. It was like all the casino shots, all the hotel room shots. They were drinking out of talls.
I mean, I like big
dicks. He likes big cocks. Loves the cock. This guy. We're like Jay and Silent Bob, only you don't shut the fuck up.
Ditto. This fucking J and J.
That's true. That's funny.
Oh God.
But yeah, look up Scars and Stripes channel, because I'm pretty sure the video we were looking for earlier is on their channel. That says scares.
I know.
I like when the people can see you searching and spelling everything wrong. There you go.
I hope it's too small for anyone to actually read. Scars and Stripes training.
No, that's some other stuff. No, that's not them. That's a different band with the same name. There are a number of bands called Scars and Stripes, by the way. One of them is like a Christian rock band. And one of them is that one that spells it Scars Stripes. That's not them. No, that is not them.
Oh, I want to see this Christian version.
That's not the Christian one either. That's what I'm saying. The Christian one's a totally other one.
Which one is this?
This is some like butt rock Scars and Stripes.
Like, I feel for this guy, but I also think he needs to start dieting.
Yeah, you think you're better than everybody now because you started clean eats.
No. I just, I like watching the trouble that they have to go through on my 600-pound life.
So this is not our friends, Scars and Stripes. This is not the band we play on the show.
I was trying to figure out something like where they're from, but there's no info.
Nah.
It's fun to explore. Is this the Christ one?
Nope.
Christ?
I have no idea.
Panama.
That's not our friends. Neither is that.
Is it Marilyn Manson's?
No. There we go. There's our boys. Hey, there's my foot. I'm in this music video a few times.
There's no music.
There's Mikey and Dustin. Donnie in the back.
Where's
There's a bunch of us Plug Uglies in this video too, by the way. Like you'll see our little symbols and stuff. Oh, there I was behind the drummer. That's Matt, the drummer.
Slow it down so we can find every frame of Flagstar.
There's Nicky Wilson. Shout out Nicky Wilson. That was his face in the crowd there. I'm hanging out like behind the drummer when the shots. That's our old practice space. So a bunch of the bands in town, we all used to share this place that we called the Tupelo Junk Shop. It was over on Tupelo Avenue. Us, Scars and Stripes.
Where?
That's Jack. We were taking turns getting camera time. It's my friend Jack there. And there's Cassie back there. There I am on the right.
Oh, no, I don't see. Oh, everyone's black and white.
There I am.
There you are. You're angry today.
I was mad. Tupelo Junk Shop. Anyway, so that was Nick Flagstar's Dirty Mangy Dogs, Scars and Stripes, The Goners.
If you had not
Guts for Glory
done that, you could have seen your face like twice as much.
Yeah, I was being a middle finger prop in that shot.
You're the angry guy. Did they ask for it?
Yeah. That was the idea. But there's a good crowd surfing shot in here somewhere.
Is it you?
No. A couple crowd surfing shots.
Do you do
I think
any
in
more
here.
amazing things in this?
There's Big Chad from X-Ray Vision and 213. There's my finger again. It's weird in slow motion. It makes it look like I did that a lot more than I did. I just did it like a little bit.
Well, you got to slow it down to really enjoy.
There's Oi Rob over there. There's
moment.
Trey. That's Trey from V8 Death Car. That was the back of his curly head. He's getting drunk in the parking lot. There's Nicky Wilson again.
Who's that?
Matt Dunn. That's the drummer for Scars and Stripes. There's Chino. R.I.P. Chino. That's Jason Talley right there. That's John Talley's older brother, Jason
Shout
Talley.
out John Talley.
And that's Jack again from Columbus, Georgia, with the little black mohawk there.
Shout out to all the open-minded punk rockers out there.
There's Nicky Nooch. That's Nick Noshel. There's Dustin Wilson.
Shout out to Dustin Wilson.
We're just gonna name everything. That's Jay Peck. That's from the Goners. He's the singer from the Goners. He's in another band now down in Orlando.
Called a Wipe.
That's Chad from Columbus, from X-Ray Vision and 213.
Dude, that was an awesome yellow mohawk.
Yeah, that's Oi Rob.
The drummer just looks tired there, in slow motion.
That's Matt's look. He's always tired.
But in slow motion, it looks even
Yeah.
worse. Like,
He's a big guy and he's drumming fast, you know. And then
well, when you go
we
in
might
normal
see Trey
speed-
from V8 Death Car again in a minute somewhere. But anyway, yeah, a bunch of the scene was in here all the way. We had like, that's what's one of the cool things about our little Plug Uglies crew is that like all the scenes from around the South, like all the bands you hear me play from all these other towns are like, there's always like at least one member. There's Cindy, that's Jack's girlfriend or wife, I mean. It's Cassie again. It's Kaylee and Maggie.
Did we ever wrap up on the Epstein thing?
No, we were just saying that like those guards will probably get killed too.
Yeah, that's a good wrap-up point for that.
Yeah, I think so too. But anyway, like our little crew thing is cool because like all these different scenes, it brings all these musicians together, and we have like a built-in network for booking bands and bringing each other to each other's towns. That was Big Chet. That was like a 300-pound dude crowd surfing just then. There's Trey.
There's not enough people there to be crowd surfing. I mean, there's just...
I don't know. It's kind of a lot of people in our practice space.
I mean, it's still not enough people to be crowd surfing. It's just enough people to hold a person up.
Well, we held them up.
I mean, it's awesome, but...
There was Pepper.
I feel
the guy
like
in the Hawaiian.
crowd
If you keep seeing that Hawaiian shirt, that red-haired guy in the Hawaiian shirt, that's Pepper, and he has a podcast called the Rushmore Podcast, and their theme is that they do the Rushmore of every week. So it'd be like our Rushmore of baseball players, or our Mount Rushmore of hockey players, or whatever it is. You know, like they do musicians, they do sports, they do UFC fighters, whatever. But they do their own little Mount Rushmore where they like decide who their top 4 basically are gonna be. You know.
So what's our Rushmore?
I don't know. It depends on the topic.
What's the topics this week?
Well, we're not gonna just do their podcast.
It's our idea. Okay, so this week,
We can do a top.
Wait. This week, your Statue of Liberty is.
Okay, here's what we should do. Similar ideas. Each week we should each pick our top thing of a subject. Like we do a subject, and then I'll pick my top of it. You can pick your top of it. But you have to come up with the theme this week, as I came up with the idea. Okay, so what's the theme?
So, your Statue of Liberty.
Sure, it can be the Statue of Liberty.
Of.
It's an easy one because it should be your number one favorite one. I have a hard time doing like lists of like your top 5, top 10 because mine change all the time. But I can usually do like a specific, like what's your very favorite one?
What is the statue? What's your Statue of Liberty of holidays?
Oh, Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. I have a friggin' Wolfman tattooed on my arm. Like, I'm a Halloween guy. What's yours?
Probably New Year's.
New Year's guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's your second favorite then?
Yeah, then probably Halloween.
Yeah, I probably do. I think Christmas is my second favorite holiday. I used
always
to hate Christmas, but I actually love, even though I was talking about how Christmas is trying to take over the world, I love Christmas itself. I love the whole thing about Christmas spirit and a time for giving and a time for everybody to be a little more kind to one another, because it's like right at the beginning of the winter, and that's when people get sad, and that's when people get cold and lonely and stuff.
You come out of it feeling like shit.
If you let it do that to you, I've learned how to not let it do that to me.
But it does happen. So sometimes.
Yeah, but kids out there, there is a way to do it. I know if you're like in your early 20s, you're not feeling the Christmas vibe. Most people in their early 20s aren't, because it's like you got out of your parents' house and then you don't want to go back there to like do stuff.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
You know, especially if that situation where you're like you got too much family there, but. There is a way to make it fun, and then once you figure that way out, it becomes way fun. You just gotta like hit up Christmas parties, see your friends, have a really good time. Like, give your friends presents when they aren't expecting them.
What?
Like,
are you turning into like a positivity commercial?
I'm just saying that like Christmas is a special time of year.
I'm a stone. People from trying to commit suicide right now.
Listen, I am.
Look, Christmas right now. Don't fucking do it. Look, you're not gonna get shit for Christmas. Nobody loves you, but don't fucking do it.
I'm a stone cold atheist, but I love Christmas for like no sort of religious reasons whatsoever. I think they're just in the midst of winter. Societies should have this time where we set aside to everybody to be kind to one another and giving and selfless, and like thinking about the poor, and thinking about if somebody's cold and needs to get warm, help them get warm. If they're hungry, help feed them. But
sometimes
that's
it can
good stuff.
Hurt your feelings.
Don't let it. Think about the good stuff.
Say if you were to give a lot,
mm-hmm.
and you feel like there was not enough received.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to get the receiving part out of your head. That's not what it's about.
That's what it's about. Where's my presents?
I might get you something this year.
I've got a wish list.
I don't care about your wish list.
I'm going to show you it. It's my wish list.
The fun part is picking things to get for other people.
No, and it's not so much. It's not so much that you don't get things from other people. It's the fact that you feel that you weren't important.
You didn't get thought of.
Yes. Is that what?
Which that's why I'm encouraging everybody to think about their friends and give their friends stuff when they're not expecting it, because it makes you feel really good when you get something when you weren't expecting it, and you know that people care about you and stuff, you know? And if you know somebody that, like, doesn't have a lot of friends and you barely know them, like, be that random person, be that acquaintance that just gives somebody a present for Christmas when they weren't expecting it from you. That's a really nice thing to do. I do that every year. I, like, hit up some person and I'm like, hey, and they're like, what? Dude, I don't even know you that well. I'm like, hey, that's what Christmas is. Look, I've been given some really great stuff. One year I made a post about how, on Facebook, about how I wish that rich people didn't tell their kids that the really expensive presents came from Santa, because like families that aren't rich have a hard time explaining to their kids like why Santa got them something cheap and why their friends Santa gave them something better. They're like, the Santa liked that kid more than me. So if you get something expensive for your kid, make that present from you, not from Santa.
Oh yeah, why
you know what I'm saying?
People to do that. That's common sense, Nick.
Yeah, but people do it.
No, they don't.
Oh, they do.
Oh no, they don't.
I have a kid in school that comes home and asks me why Santa got this other kid a video game system and got him like a Cars DVD. Okay. Anyway, so I put that post up on Facebook one year.
That's because your mommy loves you and she got you the.
Right, but those some people aren't as responsible.
Confused.
No, some of those.
Just because you're drunk.
Other people aren't as responsible.
Drunk.
So I posted that one year, and I had a number of friends send me money to help get Ace nicer presents with out of nowhere without telling me they were going to do that and stuff. It's amazing. Like, that's what Christmas is about. It's reaching out to friends that deserve it, reaching out to people that maybe don't even deserve it, just making people feel good. I like Halloween because it's scary and it's fun, and it gets the community together to go out and trick or treat and have Halloween parties. But Christmas is like a totally different sort of special thing. That's the costume that me and my kid wore this year.
I was about to say, why haven't you bought this yet?
Me and my kid have that costume. That's what we wore this year for Halloween. Also, when you have like a 7-year-old, Halloween becomes really fun again because you get to go out trick-or-treating again and nobody looks at you weird. It's like, that's right, I'm dressed up for Halloween and I'm almost 40 years old.
I mean, that's why I don't feel like Halloween's that important to me anymore. Like, I always raise my expectations with my suit or my outfit.
Right. And then you have nowhere to go, all dressed up with nowhere to go.
Yeah, and then you go out, and usually my outfit, like, I've worked on it so much that I'm so worried about being touched that...
Oh, that's just some psychology stuff you need to work on.
What's that there?
That's a Funko. I've got a bobblehead Wolfman at the house that's like the original Universal Wolfman movie, but it's a bobble. It's not a Funko. It's a bobblehead. It's like the old school. Like, I've got one of those too. I have a lot of Wolfman stuff, but I'll bring some of it in sometime and show you guys. I'll bring a bunch of my horror. Actually, what we should do that sometime. We should do a toy, like exhibition episode.
You're sitting here like your friend should get you presents. Hint, hint. Fucking Mark, go look at Wolfman shit right now.
You did that on your own. But wouldn't that be fun? We do a toy like exhibition episode.
I think that me and you should give each other presents
on the show. That's a great idea. What do you get the guys who get themselves all the stuff they like already? That's a good question. Like, what do I get Mark because he has all the Ghostbusters shit that he wants? He has all the Batman shit that he wants. I have all the Wolfman shit that I want.
I can print out anything I want.
Right. So how do you? That's gonna be fun because what are we gonna do? What are we gonna get each other? It's gonna be crazy.
Strippers.
I'm gonna get you. I don't like strippers. I'm gonna get you. No, I mean I don't dislike. Like if that's your profession, that's fine. I just don't like necessarily want strippers for.
Nick hates you.
Christmas.
Hot take. If you're a stripper,
that's not true.
Nick says go fuck you.
But what I was thinking is like pocket pussy or something for you.
Well, I don't want one of those. It's just asking me to clean shit.
You wouldn't clean it.
No.
You would just get an infection.
Just put it on the windowsill and let it fucking boil up.
Put it on the windowsill he'd put it on the windowsill until it melts into the shape of a dick so he could really enjoy it.
And then it bursts.
Oh. I always like right when we're getting near the hour mark, like we just start to really like hate each other and just insult each other.
No, I can tell
bad.
You can hate me. You hate me right now.
I've hated you this whole episode.
Oh, well. Guess I won't be getting you this Wolfman DVD then.
Please don't. I have that already.
You have that?
Yeah, of course.
But that's not like your Wolfman.
I have the model of that Wolfman too.
Wait, so all Wolfman?
And I took a picture with I took a picture with the mask, Benicio del Toro's mask from that movie.
So you're not like a.
It was my profile photo for a while. Julio hooked it up. He runs the Merrill. My friend Julio Diaz is part of like the comedy festival, part of Nightmare Theater. They call him the curator on the show on Nightmare Theater. He runs the Merrill Movie Museum out in Pensacola. They have a bunch of memorabilia. and he was able to bring some of that to a screening. There was a 3D screening of Creature from the Black Lagoon that Nightmare Theater hosted a couple months ago, and we went to it, of course, and he brought the mask from Benicio del Toro's mask from the new Wolfman remake, and I got to like pose with it and take a picture. It was really cool.
You said the 3D of Wolfman.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
How fucking old is that? The original?
Yeah, from the
So
40s.
is that like old 3D where it's like the
Yeah,
red
it was like
and blue?
red and blue glasses. I kept my glasses. Came with a commemorative poster and the 3D
So
glasses.
you get to wear the old 3D glasses?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And they screened this movie called Survey that was made by Steve Wise. He's a filmmaker out of Pensacola. My friend Anna Faulkner was in it. She's the star of it. It's a short film, and it's won a bunch of actually, look that up.
What is it?
Survey. It's SURV''I. Yeah, I wanna show people this. SURV''I. Wow. It's a short film. Maybe put in short film or something. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. No. But anyway, it's a short action flick. It's like a sort of a kung fu, post-apocalyptic
Warriors
thing. And it's won a bunch of awards. It's really awesome. They screened that. He got to show that in 3D too, which was really cool. Here, we'll find it for you. If I gotta just show you my phone, I'll do it.
This is the part of the show I cut out.
Okay. We'll edit.
JP needs my address. He's not going to be here till 9:30.
Oh, I had it spelled wrong.
Is that too late?
SUR''VI. Oh, I don't care. Here, just look at. Well, if we're gonna edit this out, just go ahead and look it up and then have it ready to roll for them. SUR''VI. Here's the trailer. Okay. And we're back. So,
Oh, what's up with all that?
anyway, just
ads?
spread it. Go ahead and spread it and have it
No,
ready.
I'm not spreading it with an ad open.
Well, we haven't edited back in yet.
I'm also going to isolate that.
Just edit till now. Okay, now we're good.
So going to have the spread it audio for work.
Spread it. So anyway, yeah, my friend Anna Faulkner, she is our she's one of our fight coordinator and choreographers for Evil Dead the Musical. She stars in this. It's a really cool short film action, like I said, sort of post-apocalyptic movie. And my friend Steve Wise made it, directed it, wrote it.
It kind of looks.
You can't really tell. It's kind of just implied because they have like modern shoes and stuff.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
But yeah, see Steve Wise.
But it also kind of looks like it could play as a.
But anyway, that was the trailer. Survey, go check that out.
like a past.
Yeah, like I think it's one of those things.
It kind of comes close to Robin Hood, like.
Yeah, it's got a Game of Thronesy sort of look to it too. But I think that's just one of those like in the future it gets so bad that we're going back to like medieval level stuff.
We need that. We need that. We need to teach people how to be ready to go back to the dark times.
Oh God, we're going into survivalist mark here.
Well, you never know, man.
You never know.
You never know.
I will say, look, Rome fell. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Rome fell.
Rome fell.
What are you gonna do without
Okay.
this electricity, bro?
Okay.
What are you
Look,
gonna
Rome
do?
fell,
What are you gonna do?
bruh.
You fucking drunk.
I'm gonna drink some more. That's what I'm gonna do. And you're gonna smoke your doobie off camera, like you're gonna judge me on camera because I don't hide my vices. I don't hide it. I am who I am. And this guy over here pretends.
Well,
Don't think he's not intoxicated right now. He is.
I am totally sober. because it is.
Well, then you
federally-
really have no
it
excuse
is
for how
federally
unprepared you were
against-
when I got
It
here.
is federally against.
It
the
is still
law.
federally against the law. I don't know if you know that. You can get your card. I will say, in all fairness, he does have his marijuana card. It is medicine for him. In the state of Florida, it is legal, but it is still,
still-
the DEA, I guess, could
you still
could
hate me.
officially come in here and like bust him. No, I don't. I don't have anything. I used to smoke a lot of weed when I was younger, when I was like in my early 20s and stuff. I got nothing
Ooh.
against it.
Ooh,
I'm just a
what
dad now. I can't
Ooh,
do.
what a burn.
I can't do like those illegal
Ooh,
things.
Ooh.
No, it has nothing to do with you. It really has nothing to do with age.
I-
It just has to do with the fact that I got a kid now, so I don't do that
I-
sort of
I
thing
used
anymore.
to do it. Says the man drinking vodka.
I don't have my kid tonight.
I got a kid. I can't. You're a bad boy.
Anyway, well, it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes past an hour, so we're gonna say
Break time.
good night.
I'm gonna go off screen and smoke a bunch of dope.
He's gonna smoke a doobie and tune in to episode 4,
one.
or any of the episodes.
It could be episode 2.
They're all going to be up on YouTube, so check them out. And I'll be
In whatever
sharing the
order
link
you
all
want.
over the place. And thanks for tuning in. Well, I say tuning in like it's on the radio again, but
Thanks for listening to the ramblings
Yep.
of Mark.
and click that like and that subscribe, please, and then share it with your friends. We would really, really love for everybody to see our podcast. We're actually pretty proud. I know it seems like we goof around a lot, but we're actually pretty proud of it. We've been planning to do this for a long time, and we're pretty stoked that we're finally doing it, right? Good night, everybody. I hate you.